In this video, we're going to show you exactly how easy it is to get started with the Dexcom G6 receiver. Let's watch Bruce, who just received his Dexcom G6, get it set up. Getting started is easy. There are just 3 steps. First, go through the receiver setup screens. Second, insert your sensor and attach your transmitter. And third, pair your transmitter and start the sensor 2-hour warm-up. You'll receive 3 boxes: your receiver, transmitter, and sensors. Let's start with your receiver box. Inside is your receiver, your charging cable, and adapter. Now let's get your receiver set up. Your receiver should come charged and ready to start. If needed, charge your receiver. The receiver will walk you through all the steps you need to get started. Press and hold the power button for 2 seconds. Wait while it loads. Tap Next on the welcome screen. To set the date and time, tap a field, tap the arrows to change the number. The date is entered as month, day, year. Tap Save to continue. The next few screens explain the alarms and alerts your Dexcom G6 provides. Read these screens and tap Next. Next, you need to set your low alert. You receive a low alert when your glucose levels fall below your low alert setting. Tap Next to set your low alert. Set your low alert number and tap Save. Next, you need to set your high alert. You receive a high alert when your glucose level rises above the level you set. Tap Next to set your high alert. Set your high alert number and tap Save. Next, enter your sensor code. Open your sensor box. You can find your sensor code on the sensor applicator. Then tap Enter Code on the receiver. The next screen reminds you to only use the sensor code from the sensor you will be inserting. Tap OK. Enter your sensor code and tap Save. Confirm the sensor code is correct and tap Yes. Watch for the sensor code successful screen and tap Next. Next, you need to enter your transmitter serial number. The serial number can be found on the bottom of your transmitter box. Tap Next once you've found the transmitter serial number. Enter your transmitter serial number and tap Save. Confirm the serial number is correct and tap Yes. Congratulations! You've set up your receiver. Next, you need to insert your sensor and attach your transmitter. You will need your sensor, transmitter, and alcohol wipes for this step. Make sure to use the same sensor as the sensor code you entered. Your Start Here guide illustrates these steps for you. You'll wear each sensor for 10 days and use your transmitter for 3 months. First, you need to insert your sensor. Choose a place on your abdomen at least 3 inches away from your insulin pump infusion set or injection site. Avoid bony areas like ribs and hip bones and areas with scarring, tattoos, hair, or irritation. First, wash and dry your hands. Clean your skin with rubbing alcohol and let it dry. Grab the sensor you used during setup. Remove both labels. Do not touch the adhesive. Place the applicator on the skin. Now remove the safety guard. Fold and break it off. Press the button to insert the sensor. Remove the applicator. You've successfully inserted your sensor. You'll wear each sensor for 10 days. Now it's time to attach the transmitter. Grab your transmitter. Clean your transmitter with an alcohol wipe and let it dry. Insert the transmitter tab into the slot. Snap the transmitter firmly into place. Rub around the patch 3 times. That completes inserting your sensor and attaching your transmitter. You'll reuse the same transmitter for 3 months. Once your transmitter is attached, you can swim, bathe, and shower like normal. Now back on your receiver, tap Yes on the screen, saying you have completed inserting your sensor and attaching your transmitter. Now it is time to pair your transmitter and start your sensor. Wait for your transmitter to pair and tap Next on the Pair Successful screen. Tap the Start Sensor button. This starts your 2-hour sensor warm-up. You will not receive alerts or readings during this 2-hour sensor warm-up. You will need to check with your meter to make treatment decisions during this time. Keep your receiver close to you, within 20 feet, while it's warming up. After your 2-hour warm-up, you receive your first sensor glucose reading. See the number in the gray circle? That's an example of a sensor glucose in target range. It updates every 5 minutes. Over time, your graph fills in. When you go below your low alert setting, the receiver alerts you and the circle turns red. When you go above your high alert setting, the receiver alerts you and the circle turns yellow. Your glucose is always changing. This is why the trend arrow is important. It shows where your glucose is heading and how fast it's moving. Arrows help you avoid being low or high by taking action before you're already too low or too high. Use your number and arrow when making a treatment decision, like treating for a low or dosing for a high. Of course, if you have any questions during setup or any other time, call Dexcom Technical Support or Dexcom Care.